Hi guys, welcome to this video about how to save money on pool and spa test strips. So my recommendation is to buy super cheap, the cheapest strips which you find on eBay, Amazon or so, like $5 or so, and yeah, just look for the biggest box which has the most strips like this one. So 150 test strips for about $5 or so. Yeah, a full load of test strips, even when they are looking a little bit nasty and not so evenly. I mean, the pads not so evenly placed or so big bumps and so don't care. Just buy cheap, a lot of them, and also you don't have to mind if they are close to expiration. Just buy cheap and save a lot of money. Or yeah, I mean, there's here Clorox. This is a brand you find everywhere in Walmart, online, wherever. I mean, you pay way too much. This is you have to pay $2 or $3 at least more for this than this, and it doesn't have even the amount of strips. So, oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Maybe I was wrong. So these are the test results which I found. I've been testing the J&W Direct test strips. This is the cheap bottle 150 test strips. This is the main brand Clorox. And what I found is shocking. I can tell you. I've been testing these strips several times and been comparing, and also I've been testing it in a different way. Like, I mean, I have been comparing also with another brand. I've been double checking. I've been using new water from the tap. I've put in a certain amount of chlorine, and then I knew how much chlorine it was there was in it, and so I finally found out that this is junk. This is absolutely junk. The J&W Direct test strips are just piece of junk, useless garbage. Don't use them. There's no way to save money. You will lose money because you can hurt you can hurt your family members when you overdo with chlorine or something like that. You don't have adjusted pH levels and so on and so on, and you will ruin your pool, you will ruin your spa, and whatever. These test strips are horrible, useless garbage. I can definitely guarantee you 100%. I've been using the Clorox test strips. I've been using also another brand from, I think it was Home Depot. Can't remember that. That was doing also a great job. And like here, the Clorox, it's a good brand, it's a nice brand, and it really works. So it costs a little bit more. I mean, when you count the amount of test strips and divide, I mean, yeah, when you take when you take the price and divide it into the strips, then of course you will have to pay at the end 2 or 3 times the price of the cheapest ones like J&W. But I can guarantee you will you will have a return on this money by tenfold at least. This is uh, crazy. I can guarantee. Don't save on pool and spa test strips. These results were so horrible. On the right side, yeah, I've seen here it's a little bit, it's not in focus, but you can still see that the chlorine levels are absolutely perfect. And here on the back side you can see regarding Clorox that it says ideal, and here we have the gray ideal, and here we have the green. Of course it took me some time to get them in and to take a picture, but when I took them out of the water they were perfect. And here they didn't show anything at all actually. I mean, no reliable values, absolutely catastrophic. Yeah, there's also regarding the total chlorine, there's no recommended value. I mean, here you just have the two boxes framed. You don't know, probably I guess this are the values which they suggest, but they don't say anything about this. I mean, of course they give you an additional ebook, but it doesn't help when the test strips are completely useless. You also already see here that the gaps between the pads on the test strip do not even closely match the label in the back. This is a little bit of complaint also regarding the Clorox. Even when they come close, it's a little bit a different distance, so it's not absolutely correct. And so at the end, when you put this test strip on top of this label, it comes really close. So the gaps of these pads are similar to the ones on the strip here, not even close. So it's also, even when the pads would be showing correct values, it would be hard, really hard to read them. Here it's way better. Here you can see it's a little bit from the side, it's way better. So this thing, the Clorox Pool and Spa or other main brands, they are way better. Don't use cheap brands like the J&W. Here you see again, I think I have to move it a little bit from left to right. You see the pads are evenly spread over the test strip, and the height is more or less the same except from one pad. When you go back to the, I think, hold on a second, where did we have this? Yeah, here we have the J&W pad. You see the differences in thickness. I mean, you see different, I mean, they are, look at how uneven they are placed on the test strip, and the thickness is varying like crazy. They are not even put straight on the strip, and it's, you can easily, when you take it out of the box, you can already tell that it's a piece of junk. You don't even you don't have to test it actually, but I did test it, and I double checked with other test strips, and I have to tell you the uncomfortable truth that it's not worth to save on test strips. I mean, also you have to be careful with expiration dates. That's the other thing. You have to make sure, even with the Clorox, that they are still not expired. I mean, it doesn't matter if they are expired for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but not years. If they are expired by a couple of years, don't use them. Don't use them. Even when it's a good brand, they age over time, and they won't show same results. So even with main brands, don't use expired test strips. So there's also no way to save, like when you buy a bulk, when you get the Clorox, like 10 boxes very cheap, and you think you can use them over next 10 years. No, you can't. I mean, you can, but you will have wrong readings. So buy expensive, buy good quality, and not too much, so they don't expire too fast. This is my personal recommendation. Of course, I'm not a professional in any kind. I'm not a pool pro or whatever, but I have a lot of experience now with my own pools, and so I hope I can really help you with this. And if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.